Going green may require a healthy diet, sustainable lifestyle, and driving a Prius? Maybe. The Toyota Prius is the golden or maybe even green standard for hybrid vehicles, with the first generation dating back in 1997. It was so successful and popular that we're now here with the fourth generation. Let's take a look. Design and Prius didn't really seem to match back then. Previous iterations depict a more appliance aesthetic infused in a blob-like shape for aerodynamics. The styling alone detracts car enthusiasts while attracting consumers looking for a fuel-efficient car to get them from A to B. Well, for the 4th gen Prius, Toyota created something daring and really wanted to catch everyone's attention. There are dynamic angles found throughout the exterior, from the mishmash headlight design to the sharp taillights that resembles a katana. Apart from the edged creases on the rear quarter panels, the overall side profile reveals a rounded shape to aid in aerodynamics. The split rear windows, which is a trademark of the Prius, remains in this generation. Striking is definitely an understatement, and it's really up to you if you love it or hate it. The futuristic theme continues inside with center-mounted gauges that display vehicle information digitally. The dashboard is mounted low, providing a good view of the road, and this creates a sense of openness in the cabin. Furthermore, the dashboard is covered in white to complement the piano black trim that runs across. The trim then meets in the middle, where the HVAC controls and infotainment system are situated. It's a fairly easy-to-use system with logically placed buttons. If you're a fan of the original iPod, the white plastics found on the inserts of the steering wheel and the center console may fancy your taste. Speaking of the center console, there's an abundance of space here. Just be careful not to scratch the shiny plastic. The gear selector isn't located where it usually should, but it's easy to operate nonetheless. Being an eco-conscious vehicle, Toyota used sustainable materials for the cabin. It feels premium and unique, with quality you would expect from the brand. By the way, pay attention to the air vents, and there's a Prius logo engraved to it.
I am at the back seat of the Toyota Prius. Headroom is okay. They do have these cutouts for the head. Legroom is generous, as well as footroom. The front seat is on my driving position, and yeah, I could do long trips in the back of the Toyota Prius.
What they're not treated to are charging outlets and rear air vents. The Prius remains practical with its liftgate opening to make it easy to load things in and out of the trunk. The new battery's smaller size and flatter shape allow it to be packaged under the seat rather than beneath the luggage area. This results to an astonishing 457 liters of cargo space. There are even 60/40 split folding rear seats. Toyota's hybrid synergy drive combines the output of a 1.8-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine and 2 electric motors through a continuously variable transmission.
This Prius comes with the same engine as the Corolla Altis, 1.8 2ZR engine, and same as all hybrid vehicles, it's powered by both the electric motor and the gasoline engine. Basically, how the hybrid works is that it uses both the electric motor and the gasoline engine to power the vehicle. So, for example, when you're in low speeds, the vehicle is powered mainly by the battery if it's sufficiently charged. But once you need more power, you need to go higher speeds. The gasoline engine kicks in.
The engine produces 96 horsepower at 5200 RPM and 142 Nm of torque at 3600 RPMs. Combined with its electric assistance, power is netted around 121 horsepower. The 4th gen Prius uses smaller, lighter hybrid components, including a new lithium-ion hybrid battery. The vehicle usually starts on electric power, so a beep notifies the driver once the vehicle is ready to be driven. The new hybrid system operates more efficiently and more quietly, plus drivers can choose between normal and power modes. Normal balances both fuel economy and acceleration, while power mode prioritizes acceleration feel. There's also an EV mode, which makes the vehicle run quietly on electric power alone for a couple of kilometers. Greater agility and sporty driving characteristics enters the Prius with a feature that defines the best sports sedans. a double wishbone rear suspension setup. Replacing the previous torsion beam type suspension used on previous models, this new design greatly enhances handling, control, and ride comfort. In addition, the more rigid structural framework of the TNGA platform also contributes to the high level of handling responsiveness, steering feel, and ride quality. More extensive use of aluminum components, including the hood and rear door frames, keeps vehicle weight in check and also helps to reduce the center of gravity. Even when it's slowing down, the Prius conserves energy. The regenerative brake system switches the motor into a generator to recover kinetic energy of the still turning wheels as electrical power, which is then stored in the hybrid battery. The electronically controlled brake system uses sensors to detect how much the driver is pressing the brake pedal and determines how much brake force is required. The overall experience is comfortable, helping you ease the stress in dealing with Metro Manila traffic. Unfortunately, the Philippine-spec Prius doesn't get Toyota's active safety suite, which can be found on the all-new Corolla Altis Hybrid. As of writing, there are still no tax incentives for hybrid and electric vehicles in the Philippines. This results in a 2.3 million asking price for the Prius, which can be a stretch when for that money you can get a larger and premium vehicle instead. Its main competitor, the Hyundai Ioniq, can only be had at 1.5 million pesos for the same amount of technology. Even Toyota's own model, the Altis Hybrid, has a lower asking price and you get an adaptive cruise control. So I've made my point that this is a tough proposition. And with its unorthodox exterior, it's no mystery we're not seeing a lot of Prii in our roads.
So that was a first look of the all-new Toyota Prius right here. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Also follow my socials, which I'll link in the description down below. This has been TJ. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.